Alright, yeah, let's see. Mic is on. Let's throw y'all in window. Welcome back. Let's get this map, i3D. Let's get this map. Yeah, let's try that again. Let's get this factory i3D mapped and tested. Alright, so where were we? We were i3D mapping. So let's come back up to the top. Alright. First thing we need to map is our start. Our start is, where's our clear area? So you are now number 5. And you are number 5. And Snow Mask is number 5. Alright. Our icon for the menu is number 7. Alright, so we're good through there. Our visibility nodes are already mapped. So those are good. Our invisibility node and visibility node for the build is mapped. Okay, there we go. I thought I heard something on my phone, but why isn't... I gotta go in and fix my stream. Lone Star 778 is now following. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for taking time out of your day, stopping and saying hello. For some reason, my new follows and subs are not coming up in chat, so I have to go in and figure out what... I know I just had an update to Streamlabs, so I'm sure some setting is now messed up. But that usually pops up on the phone, so I do apologize for that not popping up. Yeah, it's me. Yeah. Lone Star, thank you. Let's get the rest of this map so we can get this thing tested. Alright, so the camera is number 4. Yeah, not sure why it's not popping up in chat, so I'm sure something got messed up. Alright, so exact field route 1 is 000. Exact field route 3 is 010. Pallet trigger 1 is 001. So exact for route 4 is going to be our build. So that is 9 and 44. So you become 9 and 44. Let me make a note in my notebook to check my Streamlabs settings, because if not, I am going to forget. So just let me make a note for myself here real quick. Because yesterday, I completely forgot about it too, because yesterday my exclamation point like Facebook and exclamation point donate and all that crap wasn't working either yesterday as well. Alright, pallet trigger 4s for the build, so that is 9 and 45. So 9 and 45. Now our pallet spawners. Where's player trigger 1? Okay, player trigger 1 is there. Alright, so our pallet spawners are under operating parts. So you are going to be 6,000. So you are 6,000. 6 with 4 zeros. So 6 and 4 zeros. And then start 2 is going to be, so all of these go to 6 and 0. So 6, 0, 6, 0, 6, and 0. So the last one should be 60200. And it is. So our that is done. Alright, player trigger is number 2. That didn't change. Our smoke is now in the visibility node. So that should be 8 and 35. 8 and 35. Our audio is number 3. Oh, what did I mess up? Number 3. Player trigger 2 is for the build. So that is number 9 and 46. Now I know all of the lighting has to change. So let's go. Our lighting is now in the visibility node. Alright, so you are 810 001. So you are 810 810 810 001. 810 101. Let me just copy this to here. So it's 810 101. 810 201. Eight 301. And then should be 810 401. Now these last 3 lights are a little bit different, so they're going to be a different series of numbers. 810 510. So 8 10 510. 810. So 8 10 8 10. This should be all the i3D mapping. So let's look at our mod description. So our mod description, let's just take a quick peek at it. Acme Corporation, we have all of our palette. Mod description should be done. Our 110 should be done. Let me just go over the factory XML from top to bottom, make sure I didn't miss anything. So Acme Corporation, we have our inputs, we have our i3D mapping, we have our store DDS, we have our plastic, so 1, glue, pallets, workers, power cells, and then for the build we have lumber, plywood, concrete, door, window, paint, copper wire insulation roofing. Alright, so we have our project. Let me make sure that bracket's in the right spot. It is. Alright, so we have our project, Porta-John tires, stove, grill, lawnmower, bicycle, and then we have our dead cells. Production line 1 is for the build. We only have the one smoke particle, so tires, stove, grill, water cooler, bicycles. Everything looks good. Everything looks good here. So let's do this. Let's get rid of the plane and we'll save it. We'll close it. I'm going to check the textures, make sure none of the texture pathing got messed up. Yep, we do. We got to fix a couple texture paths real quick. So I need, under textures, from the Pi Factory. So let's go to the Pi Factory. I need build 1, build 2, and red. So build 1, build 2, let's copy those into here. And then I need red. This one. Alright, let's fix these textures. Alright, let's save those. Now, this should open up without any errors. So let me just scroll through the console here on the bottom. Yeah, no errors. So this is opening up without any errors. Now let's zip this up. And then let's grab, let's go to mods, Ritchieville zip, which is my test map. So let's drop that into here. Let's make sure we're on Ritchieville zipped, and we'll see if the new factory will load. Alright, so save game 20 is the test map. We should have right there Acme Corporation. That's the first good sign. Now this takes a little bit to load because this is my test map and I think I have almost every factory on here. Let's jump in here. Now before I get started, let's jump back out real quick. Now let's check the log and see if any errors popped up with the new factory. Nothing. So I think we're good. So let's jump back in here. Let's grab a little bit of speed. And let's find a spot back here to put this new factory down. So we're going to have to deliver product to it to build it. So I want it somewhat close to this warehouse. So probably somewhere straight back here. Alright, so let's find Acme Corporation. See what kind of footprint it's going to take. A little bit big. Not too bad. Alright. Now, it's going to have to be built. But let's just check. Make sure there's nothing weird going on here. So we have lumber. So we have our project, 1,000,000 liters each of product to build the factory. Plastic glue pallets for the porta-john. Steel raw rubber pallets for tires. Steel pallets for the stove. Steel and pallets for the grill. So that looks good. Garden swing looks good. Water cooler looks good. Bicycle looks good. Alright. So let's start. So what do we need for the build? We are going to need plastic, glue, and steel. Are the first three. So, no, that can't be right. We can't put plastic. Oh, wrong list. Lumber, plywood, and concrete. Alright, that sounds better. Lumber. Let's spawn out some lumber. Lumber, plywood, concrete we'll put in last. Alright, so lumber, can't spawn the plywood out yet. So let's grab our container trailer. Let's go grab our first three containers. So our containers hold 1,000,000 liters each now, so this is what we need for the build. Alright, so there's lumber. I need plywood. Let's grab some plywood. And then we need doors. Let's grab a container of doors. Alright, let's drop those off. Oh, looks like I placed this factory a little crooked, but that's that's alright. This is only the test map. Now we'll be able to see if the build takes our containers. Did I mess that up? Should take, there we go, should take the full container. Alright, let's go get the next three. So the next three are going to be windows, paint, and copper wire. So windows, window, go get our trailer moved. Alright, paint and copper wire. Grab a container of paint. Copper wire and paint. Let's drop those in. So there's our paint, our copper wire, and our windows. Now let's go grab insulation and roofing. I don't want to park in the spawner, so let's pop out either insulation or roofing. So insulation. Yep. Let me back up and get over a little bit closer. Insulation and roofing. Alright, so we have roofing and insulation. Oh, these are only 100,000 liters each. We're putting 1,000,000 liters each in the factory. We got a lot of work to do. This is an expensive build. We're going to have to, you know what, I'm going to cut that back. Or do we want to leave it an expensive build? I forgot, these containers are not 1,000,000 liters each. These containers are 100,000 liters each. How expensive do we want this factory to build? So if we have, let's hang on a second. Let me grab the good old calculator. So if we have 1,000,000 liters and I have a 4,000 liters of, let's say, insulation per pallet, it's going to be 250 pallets of product in order to build this factory. I think we're going to make this an expensive build, so we're going to need a shit ton of product in here. I think we're going to cut this back to 500,000 liters each. Oh, how expensive? How many do I have? We have 5 viewers. How expensive do we want this factory to build? You want to put 1,000,000 liters of each product in, or you want to put 500,000 liters of each product in? to build this factory? That is the million-dollar question. I think I want to go with half. I think that's what I'm thinking. Let's do this really quick. Let's save this. Let's get out of here a minute. Half Captain Jake 5 and Lone Star. Yeah, we got 2 votes for half. I think we're gonna half it. So let's go back into Acme Corporation. Let's go back into the XML's already open. So let's go into here. Let's come all the way back to the top. So lumber, 500,000. Plywood, concrete, door, window, paint, copper wire, insulation, and roofing are all now at 500,000. We got to change our project to 500,000. And then we should be good. So let's delete this one, zip it back up. Let's throw it in my test map. And let's fire the game back up. Jump back in here. And if the numbers didn't change, I may have to sell that factory and put it back down, but we should be good. It should have halved it for me just by overwriting my existing save. We have a bunch of container testing to do today as well. We have to check all the placeable factories to make sure that it accepts the new containers. Alright, first thing I want to do is grab a little bit of speed. And let's go find that container trailer. Y'all ignore my completely messy test map. But it's the only way I can break stuff. And alright, cool. So it did go down. So we have 20%, 100,000. Why does that not look right? Alright, that's right. Okay, so we have 20% of the 500. Perfect. So it did cut it down. So let's grab. So what do we need? It doesn't matter. We're going to need 4 more containers of each product. Yeah, we're getting late build, so I don't mind making an expensive factory. Especially with 22 around the corner. Alright, so first up, we need 4 more pallets of, or 4 more containers of lumber. may have to make a new placeable factory for the construction materials so you can spawn a 1,000,000 liter container out. May have to make one more placeable container mod. Alright, so we need one more lumber. And then it'll be 4 plywood. Alright, so one more lumber. And then let's get into trigger. And then, what did I say we needed? Plywood's up next. So we'll have to come back and get 2 more plywood. Now y'all got me thinking, I definitely want to build a construction placeable container storage so we can spawn out 1,000,000 liters each. Alright, so 2 lumber, or hang on, right, 2 plywood, yeah, 2 plywood. 2 plywood, and then 4 doors. Alright, so let's grab plywood. Alright, let's grab one more plywood, and then one of the 4 doors. We'll come back and get 3 more doors. Come on. Take the door. Let's probably add the trigger, right? So how are we looking? Alright, lumber's good, plywood's good. Let's grab 3 more doors. Hope everyone's doing well, getting ready for a weekend. I don't know what my plans are tomorrow. Probably here working on something. I want to get the container project finished. Alright, so we need 3 more doors. Lobster778, yes, definitely a you vote for a new placeable for containers. of building materials. 1 million liters each. Is that what I'm hearing? Or are you saying yes for the weekend? Uh, but a lot of testing? Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of testing. Alright, so we need 2 more doors. And we'll come back and we need 4 windows. Yeah, I got a lot of testing to do on... We have to test the new containers on every placeable factory. Or just fix them as we figure out which ones are broken. Either way works. Pull up just a little bit more so the last one goes in the trigger. Alright, so 4 windows. Yes, I'm ready for the weekend. I'm actually test the almost okay, and the geo. The almost the farm map. Yeah, I've seen that on Facebook, I think. Or posting on Facebook that you were testing. Alright, windows. Yeah, I'll be sitting here doing... I want to get this container project finished. But I needed to get a new factory built or I would have been screwed next Friday. Alright, I passed off windows and didn't even see it. Windows. Alright, 2 more windows. I may change the spawns on these warehouses where you could spawn out 3 pallets. Window. Yeah, I have to update the geo as well for the maps because it doesn't have any of the new products in it. So my geo is well due for an update. But there's not a lot of players playing seasons on my factory maps. But there's going to be 1 more set of map updates for new projects, for new products for the final factories for 19. That one sign is floating a little bit. Alright, so what else do I need? Do I need 1 more window? I lost count. Yeah, so we need 1 more window, and then we can grab some paint. The geo kill me, but now work all. I miss now the economy stuff in the XML. It's a lot to do. Yeah, the geos are a pain in the butt to do. I've added so much product to the map on the last 2 or 3 updates. I completely forgot to update the geo. So the geo doesn't have... The geo is probably missing about 40 new products. Alright, so let's grab 1 window and then 2 paint. Let's grab this guy. Yeah, the Homestead map I'm not touching. The New Prairie map I'm not touching. They're both like done. So whatever's out there is now the final versions of those two maps. All right, let's grab 2 paint. And we'll come back and get 2 more paint. Yes, but I love that work at the XML. Yeah, I'm so tired of XML work. Alright, so let's grab 2 more paint. 2 paint and 1 copper wire. So let's grab one of these, and then we'll spawn out 2 paint. Alright, paint. Did I pass it? Alright, where's the paint? Right there. And then we'll come back and grab 3 more copper wire. Grab 3 copper wire. The only thing that's a pain in the butt with testing these factories is putting all the stuff in. The goat barn works. I sent you a copy. Produce also wool and mad scientists do a great job. Oh, the goat barn. What's different about the goat barn? I have got the goat pen. Do you have a new goat barn? Produces wool. Nice. Oh, well, what did I say we needed? Copper wire. Alright, so let's pick that one up, grab 2 more. Yeah, it'd be nice to offer another goat pasture to the players, definitely. Alright, 2 more copper wire. Now we only need, after this, we only need insulation and roofing. I know Winston's been asking me if I want his calves to add to my maps. But at this point, we're so late in 19 that I don't think I'll want to add any more animals into all my maps at this point. Alright, how are we looking? 100% of everything so far. So insulation and roofing. Alright, insulation, or whatever one pops up first. Insulation. What factory are you building now? We are testing the new factory, the Acme products that builds the one that we were building this morning. So it makes the porta-johns, the tires, the stoves, the grill, lawnmower, garden swing, water cooler, bicycle. Alright, so a couple more insulation. So it's built into the hollow map, but it'll now be a placeable for the Ritchieville map and the Islands map. So 2 more insulation. And then we'll come back and get 1 more insulation and 3 roofing. 1018, thanks for stopping back in. Yeah, this is the factory we've been building all morning, so we're finally getting to test it. So this will be released to the Patreons in 2 weeks, and to everybody else in 3 weeks. Alright, so I need 1 insulation and 4 roofing. Alright, so 1 more insulation. And now we'll grab 2 roofing on this trip, 1 roofing on the next trip. Alright, 2 roofing. I'll come back for 2 more. I want to get that container project finished so I can start rebuilding the new 16x map. Even though it's going to be really, really late, or even almost when 22 comes out. But I want to gut it. We're going to gut it and start over pretty much. Alright, so we should only need 2 more roofing and then concrete. Everything else is 100%. So yeah, 2 roofing. Let's see if I can follow my tire tracks and get lucky and park in the right spot. So right about there, if it'll take it. So 2 more roofing. And a truck's in the wrong spot. That was too far forward. I gotta spawn one more out. Alright. So that should be everything. Now we just got to find our concrete truck somewhere. I just want to put this back up here so I know where it is. So I just want to park this near my container storages so we can continue testing these at some point later today in this weekend. Now where's my concrete truck? Sorry about my messy test map, y'all, but right here. Alright. So let's fill you up. So you've got a full load of concrete. Oh. So let's go back this way. So the ice, let me just take a quick detour. So the slushy factory I sent to the Patreons today. So this will get released next Friday. So this makes your slushies. And then the following week, we're going to, this is the cannery. So this will get released the following week. So this makes your canned corn, your canned mushrooms, mixed veggies, and one other product. I forget what it does. So that is where we're at there. So those two factories are almost ready to go. And then we'll have the Acme products, which makes the same as the Hollow Map, the Porta-Johns and the toilet, or not the the Porta-Johns and lawnmowers and garden swings. And then I've got a really neat factory. I'm not going to give any details out. A really cool factory we're going to build next Friday. Let's get our concrete in here. And then this should start building. I'm surprised the first piece of this building didn't pop into place yet. There we go. Let's swing the truck around so we can watch this thing build. I'm going to go, let's go 2,000 speed. I may have to up the build speed because it's only building at 1,500 liters an hour. And we have 500,000 liters to build, so it's probably going to take 4 game days, if not 5 game days for this factory to build. So I may have to adjust that number a little bit. Dixieland. I'll pre-test the cannery here. No big hurry, Dixie. That's like 2 weeks out, so we're good on the cannery. I just need to send it to the Patreons next Friday. Yeah, I may have to adjust the build on this factory to build a little bit quicker. We'll see. So far we're 2 game days. So we're coming up, where are we on the build? Only 20%. Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust that so it builds a little bit quicker. Yeah, I'm going to double the build so it builds in half the time. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go in and double this build speed. So I think we're like 5 days, and I think it's only like 50%. Only at 37%. This building is going to take 10 days to build. I can't change it now until it's done building, or I'm going to mess the save up. So the only thing we could do is sit here and watch. That's pretty funny. We're making lots of property income sitting here doing nothing. Time to sleep for a week. Exactly. Yeah, well, I'll definitely have to go in and up that number. It's at 1,500 liters an hour. I'll probably go to like 4,500 liters an hour. And that'll bring it back down to about 4 days on the build. But if I change it now, and then if I save this and change it now and come back in, it's going to mess my build up. So we're going to have to wait. Are we even at 50%? Please tell us we're over 50% on this build. 60%. Yeah. I should have known better. Y'all be screaming at me. It took me 2 weeks for my factory to build. Heck, I'm getting bored sitting here waiting for this thing to build. Alright, are we at least... Nope, only 73%. Well, if the factory's built and you hear some snoring, somebody's going to have to wake me up. Yeah, I'm going to bump it up to about 5,500 liters an hour on the build instead of 1,500 liters an hour. I got to download the theme song from Jeopardy's Final Question, and we can sit here and listen to that music while we're waiting for the factory to build. $98, $99. Yay, 100%, and it's 7:12 a.m. So we have a. Why are you stuck on my screen? Because I was in the menu when it disappeared. All right, let's go into this one. Okay, now it's off my screen. All right, so the project's 100%. Let me do something here really quick before I forget. Let's come out of here. Let's get into this XML. Let's change the build before I forget from 1,500 liters an hour to 5,500 liters an hour. And then next time when Dixie builds it, she'll have to let me know how many days it took to build. And then I can adjust that one more time. So let's make sure We've got nothing floating. Alright. Alright, so let's grab... Alright, so we need plastic, glue, and steel. So it looks good so far. Alright, so let's grab some plastic. My liquid silo I don't have full, so and we're gonna have to cheat. Yeah, we're gonna have to cheat the glue in anyway. So I'll grab plastic, steel, and pallets. So plastic, we'll grab some steel and pallets. And pallets. Oh, that's right. These are only 100,000 liters each, so that's all. It's all we need for testing. Plastic, steel, pallets. I'm going to grab some power cells. I don't need a lot for testing, just enough so we can build the pallets and make sure that they spawn back out. So let's grab some power cells. I'm seriously thinking of upping these containers in this warehouse. I'm only going to grab one just for testing. I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to add workers. Alright, quick side trip. I forgot to add workers in the factory XML. I knew I forgot something. And we forgot to add dead cells spawning back out. I knew it was too easy. Alright, let's come down to... Yep. Alright, let's go... Knew it was too easy. Workers. Workers at 0.01%. So let me copy that. I knew it was going too easy. want I don't want to add workers to. Let me do. I don't want to do overboard the workers. Let's leave workers in only half the production lines. I don't want it to run out of workers too soon. And let's add. We have to add an output in. We have to add power cells in as well. Crap. I'm really half asleep building this thing today. So let's add power cells in. Do we want, yeah, let's do 5% power cells. So I forgot the one built into the factory wasn't using them, or built into the map. But I can fix that on the next update. I can make you put workers and power cells into the Acme factory. This way it'll be consistent with the placeable one. Yeah, I put it down here, I missed it up above. And then we need an output of dead cells. Let's come back up to the top. So we need to output dead cells, but it's only 2%. Shall we give you... No, let's go back to 5. So 5% back, you get your dead cells back to recharge them. Who built this factory half asleep this morning? Forgetting half the crap that's supposed to go in it. Alright, so there's our dead cells. Now I want to look at the numbers real quick, since we're in here. The steel's, okay, 20%, yeah, this is a little high. Let's go down to 25% on that line. 25% on that line. And I'm going to bump this down a little bit so it doesn't use quite as much steel. Alright, we should be good. Alright, let's go back into here and delete that one. Zip this back up. And hope it doesn't mess up my existing save, which it shouldn't. Let's try this again. I'm going to check the log for errors, and then we'll finish putting the products in to test this. Alright, let's grab a little bit of speed. And let me check to make sure that I didn't throw any more Lua errors with the change in the XML. No, we're good. We should be good. So let's go back to our truck with the power cells on it. Now let's run this back. Alright, so now I should need is glue, raw rubber, and workers. Leave you here. Let's find my tanker first. So we'll grab some glue and raw rubber. Glue. Raw rubber. And now we'll need some workers. Run back here and grab that bus. And again, for testing, we're just going to cheat it in. We got a lot more testing to do with the container project. Alright, so let's fill you with workers. Probably throw 2 loads of workers in. So now all of these production lines should have went active. And we are off. What am I missing? It just hasn't kicked on yet. So the ones that were waiting for the workers just need a minute to go active. Alright, wish we're all active now, right? Yeah, we're all active now. Alright, so let's grab a couple of hours in game. Alright, so let's spawn out. Let's go 2 porta-johns, 2 tires, 2 stoves, 2 grills, 2 lawnmowers, 2 garden swings, 2 water coolers, 2 bicycles. Did they spawn out? They did spawn out. And then let's spawn out. I don't know what I want to do with the dead cells, but we have to make sure they spawn out as well. Alright, so it looks like all of our pallet spawners are working. So we have our bicycles, we have our water coolers, we have our porta-john, we have our tires, we have our stoves, our grills, our lawnmowers, our garden swings. So everything is spawning out like it should. Alright, where is my regular flatbed for pallets? Oh, and I'm going the wrong way. I was facing the right direction the first time. Alright, let me change this to tall pallets and see what it picks up. Should pick up everything but the dead cells. Oh, nope, and are we missing the bicycles on here? We're gonna have to figure out what setting the bicycles are. Alright, the bicycles should be tall pallet as well. I may have to fix that trailer. Alright, who's buying this mess so we can test the cell trigger? And then we may have to do an update to the auto load trailer. Let's go to Lowe's. We may have to make 2 trips to the sell point. Oh, I never tested the hen house with the containers yesterday. Where are we going? Lowe's. So we'll go straight. I don't know if he takes tires. We may have to go to Tony's Tires to drop the tires off. Yeah, let's go to Tony's Tires, drop these off. And we'll see what setting the bicycles pick up on. Which, I want them on the tall setting, so we're going to have to make an update to the... I have to put an update out to the Autoload trailers for the new containers anyway, so I'll update this one, and I'm going to change bicycles to the tall pallet setting. Oh, you know what? Jim's that we just passed probably bought tires as well. I may come back and start playing this map instead of the prairie map. This one's still my favorite for some reason. I don't know why, but this one is definitely my favorite. Alright, let's see if... Does Tony's Tires not buy tires? No, Jim's Auto Sales buys tires. Why does Tony's Tires not buy tires? We're going to change that as well. Tony's Tires doesn't buy tires. That's hilarious. We're making tires and I can't even sell them at Tony's Tires. That's like too funny. Tony's Tires probably doesn't have a pallet trigger, so I probably can't add them to it. There we go. I want to look at those prices too. They may need to be adjusted a little bit. Since we've never sold them on this map before, we may need to adjust the prices real quick. So we'll go look at that. And I want to adjust this so it picks up bicycles on the tall pallet setting. Since I have to do map updates anyway right before we release the container trailers, or the container mods. Let's drive back here to the warehouse first. Oh, I should have stayed on the road. Now we got to jump to tracks. And deal with this car. And land on my side. Come on, come on, come on. Almost, almost, almost. Oh, man. Oh, where's my super strength? Oh, that was good. Would have been fine if I didn't hit that car. Alright, where's my factory? Alright, let's do a quick save. Couple things I want to look at. First thing I want to look at is the trailer. Auto load. Richie Hollow, this one. And where do we have bicycle listed? Let me go control find. BICYC. No bicycle, so we don't even have bicycle on the trailer. Is it on here and just spelled wrong? No, let's go control find. Let's go BIC. Nope, not even on here. So that's why it's not picking up the bicycle. Nope, we missed. Yeah, we completely missed bicycle. Alright. So I want it on with this one. So let's add bicycle onto here. So let's delete this one. Let's zip it back up. So copy and paste. Alright, so that's the trailer fixed. Let's go into get that one out of my way. Let's go into Ritchieville. I want to see maps, placeables, selling station generic. I want to look at Tony's Tires. Tony's Tires is using selling station generic, and there's no pallet trigger, so we cannot sell tires at Tony's Tires because I cannot update that sell trigger without a new save game. So we cannot add tires to Tony's Tires. I also wanted to look at the prices of, let's go to Lowe's real quick. Let's look at, what are we at for where am I? They should all be listed together. Yeah, here we go. Lawnmower. Let's give you guys a little bit more money for these. So lawnmower, water cooler, grill, garden swing, stove. So let's give you more money for those. And then let's look at, since I have to do a map update anyway, let's look at, I think they're also sold at Mary's. They are. So let's up the price on these a little bit. What else did I want to look at? I think that's it for now. Alright, so what I'm going to have to do is, let's go back to Ritchieville. Let's delete this copy. We'll zip it back up. And then we'll test the bicycles with the trailer. And then I'm going to do some more container testing. So we're having leftovers tonight, so I don't have to get out of here early to cook dinner. Alright, let me copy this and send it into my test folder. So that'll overwrite the map. And we have the updated pallet trailer. So I should be able to pick up the bicycles now. Alright, while that's loading, I just want to check my phone really quick and see what popped up over here. Looks like Papa Smurf might be on Twitch testing his new map. Alright, so let's, again, just grab my speed, because I hate walking slow. Find that this guy should now pick up, let's make sure we're still on tall pallets, we are, should now pick up the bicycles. Yeah, alright, so now we're going to have to go all the way back to Lowe's just to make sure that they sell. I'm not going to try jumping the tracks this time. Yeah, let's take a shortcut. This farmer won't mind. Our bicycle is going to sell. Yes, there we go. So Acme Factory should be good for me to send to Dixie. And I'm going to have to send her this updated trailer as well. Oh yeah, let's not get hit by the train. We were flipped up in the air once already today. Why do I have two? I have no idea why I have two pallet trailers. Alright, I think we're good. So I'm going to call this factory ready for Dixie to break. Those little grates flickering, I can't do anything with because those are built into the i3D. And I can't fix that flickering. I may put something there to hide it, but I can't fix the flickering. I could probably put like a trash container there to hide it. Is that the only one? That is the only one. Alright, let's do this. Let's minimize this real quick. Let's get back into here. And that flickering's driving me nuts. Then we'll come back into the map. So that flickering was on which side? Right there. Alright, let's grab a trash container. Where are they? Yeah, let's grab one of these. And let's try and hide that flickering a little bit. The only way I can fix it is to go into Blender, and I don't know Blender. So we'll just mask it with a couple extra trash dumpsters. That'll hide the flickering. So save that. So that's the only thing that had to be canceled because I can't overwrite my factory because I have the map open. So I'll overwrite my file when I'm done messing with this. But I think that's all we had to fix. Make sure this has a collision on it. It does. Cars have a collision. Yeah, this factory has a collision. So I can't walk through any of the buildings. think we're going to call this one. Now, with our container project, I'll probably do a lot of this testing off camera. But let's see. First, wrong one. First factory. I'm just going to go in order by what's on here. So, power cell production we don't need to test. Rock crusher was eliminated. I just have this in here, but that factory was eliminated. Drywall factory. So we have to test the containers in the drywall factory. I think I have one sitting over here somewhere. Anderson, Certainteed. Oh, maybe I don't have a drywall factory put down. Do we have a drywall factory put down? We don't. Alright, let's throw one down. Might as well use this area over here for testing as well. I know I'm going to have to update triggers on here. I already know I'm going to have to update triggers on there. In order for it to take the containers. So F5, where's my current triggers? So there's one set of triggers there. There should have been a trigger here. And then this one has, yeah, this factory has to get updated. Alright. I think I'm going to start that project tomorrow. I think I am going to get out of here for a little while. I'm going to throw you all on ending soon. And then I've been on this thing since like 9 o'clock, so I'm going to get out of here for a bit, y'all. The Acme factory I'm going to call good. I'll get it to Dixie for testing. Tomorrow we'll start testing. We have all of these placeable let me throw you back on window for a minute. We have all of these placeable factories to test to make sure all of these take the new containers. And I know that a lot of these are going to have to get rebuilt, or at least the triggers are going to have to get fixed. So that will start tomorrow. But I appreciate everybody hanging out. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to try and stream after dinner, but no guarantees. So y'all have a great afternoon, and I'll see you at some point either tonight or tomorrow.